What's up guys? Ignore the wet hair. Just washed it and it probably has the purple tint because of the purple shampoo, which I really like actually. But I'm gonna go ahead and do, oh, moving the camera. Hello. I am actually gonna go ahead and jump right in with this week's How to Wow video. So basically we hang out on a Saturday morning, we do some makeup, it's always fun. So today we're gonna be jumping in with the Just My Luck palette from ColourPop. I love this palette. I unboxed it here on my channel as well. And it's really, oh, the mirror. I love that they have those nice mirrors. But it's a really, really, really gorgeous palette. It is the prettiest green palette. And I thought with St. Patrick's Day coming up, which actually I think that's when they launched this palette last year. But with St. Patrick's Day coming up, I thought, go ahead and do that. So I don't have contacts in, so hopefully I think, yeah, I'm good as long as I had this little mirror. If it was over there, it'd be like squinting a little bit, but okay. So nothing fancy as always. I'm gonna moisturize because my skin really feels like it needs it a little bit, and I am absolutely loving this moisturizer. It's called Lumine. It's the Glow Reveal moisturizer. This is just a small one. It came, I think this is, I'm assuming they have a big one. Never actually seen it in stores, but it actually came in the Target beauty box that I got. So I love it. I can't wait for my mom to try it because I think she's gonna love it too, but it is just so incredible on the skin. Like seriously, one of the best moisturizers I've ever used. It feels like your skin is taking a drink of water. Like it is so good. And I definitely want to buy one when I run out of this. Okay, so I am going to jump in here. I'm using a different foundation today. Usually I use my Airbrush foundation, which is my favorite. Ignore the squeaky chair. But I am going to prime my face. That was a lot of primer. I literally put so much primer on my face, or on my hand. But I'm going to prime it with the Coastal Scents Beginnings Face Primer. This feels so much to me like, actually what it really feels like, it just dawned on me, is the Smashbox primer. I was gonna say the Professional, which it does kind of have that type of feeling as well. I think it's been a while since I felt that one, but the Smashbox one definitely feels like this. I used to wear that one for like years. I wore that primer. I kind of forgot about it till just now. So I've primed my face and I am going to take my foundation. This is the foundation I had in a vlog recently, and it is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Foundation. It's a gorgeous foundation, but it comes in like super light, and the next shade up is too dark for me, so there's like no in between. A lot of people like to mix the two together, but I'm not gonna spend double, you know what I mean, to really only have one. So what I've been doing, if I do a light layer, it actually matches me perfect. You can see in a vlog recently. If it's just light and not like built to full coverage, it actually looks fine. I have really light skin anyway, and when I bronze up, it actually matches perfect, but because I'm so light, I like to bronze up anyway. But I've been mixing it with this stuff. This stuff is amazing for so many things. It's the Becca Bronzing Skin Perfector. It's amazing. I got it at TJ Maxx for like $3, I think. It was really inexpensive. But I've been mixing the two together, and it literally makes my perfect shade. It doesn't change the finish of the foundation or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on. And my skin is, I don't know, a little bit textured right now, and I'm actually going to add a little more of this Bronzing Skin Perfector. Yeah, that's about right. That's great. So a little more of that. So I went with the lighter shade because you can darken a lighter shade up like this, but lightening a darker shade can sometimes be, you know, tricky. You can do it, but sometimes it can just kind of look weird. So I wanted to go with that option, but it's a really, really pretty foundation. Like I said, I generally use my airbrush, but it's good to have this one on hand, and I've used it a few times lately as well. And I also just like to try, you know, products out and review them and things like that. So I'm gonna wet my sponge This is not a beauty blender, but I've said before, Manny got them for me on Amazon, and I actually like them as much as a beauty blender, which is very unusual for me to say that, because I think beauty blenders are honestly worth every bit of those $20 that we spend on them. But now, this one honestly works the same for me. I think it's great. Really inexpensive, come in a pack from Amazon. Amazon has some great stuff. So you can see the finish of this, I think, is really, really pretty. And it has hyaluronic acid, so it's gonna have like a glowy effect, you know, not like greasy, but you can see some glow still, and I like that. But you can put powder on. There's a loud car outside. You can put powder on and mattify that if you don't prefer that look. But so yeah, today's Friday. It is our day off. We didn't really do anything today. I was supposed to have a hair appointment, and that's why I had to wash my own hair. I had waited because I don't like to wash it like so often close together, but then I just washed it myself because she ended up not being able to do the appointment today, which is totally fine. I had to wash my hair real quick because it was time to wash it. It was starting to get kind of yucky. I wash my hair once a week, especially being so blonde. I don't want to you never want to overwash your hair. So I have been like falling asleep on the couch early every single night. And that like annoys me because I don't know, I feel like I want to like I don't know, you know, I want to watch videos that, you know, at nighttime and like just, I don't know, things like that, you know, that I don't get to do during the day. So and I've been falling asleep on the couch like not like at a normal time, like at like 8 o'clock. So it's been interesting. But the concealer is just the e.l.f. Camo 16-hour camo concealer. It's my go-to right now. I also like the ColourPop concealer. I've never tried Shape Tape, which is crazy being a makeup lover, but I don't know, it's just pricey, and I feel like I have concealers that I love. If I didn't have concealers that I love, I would consider that, but I've heard a lot of people compare this e.l.f. one and also the Makeup Revolution one, which I used to use. As I bake, we'll just talk about our new single released today. So this is actually our last single before the album release. The album is not done yet. And Manny and I were talking, I would really like, maybe around the time the album releases, I would really like to do a full video about the album and how we did it. Because I don't know if everybody realizes, but it really has been like a huge process, and it isn't just something that like we're just like randomly, you know what I mean? Like it's been really a big process, a lot of prayer, and God opened some like wild doors for it. Like just stuff we haven't even talked about. The way that it's fallen together has been literally unbelievable. So yeah, it's been amazing, like truly amazing. Yeah, I'm really just happy with the way that everything's going, and just feel so blessed, you know, to be putting out these songs that we've worked on for literally years, and just to see everything coming together. And Manny wrote large portions of these songs, so I never want it to be like I'm the person singing the songs, and that's how I feel like it is on Sundays too. I mean, I do more work than just sing, and that's something a lot of people don't get, but I do more things than just sing. But truly, Manny makes so many things happen, and including with this album, like it would not be happening if it wasn't for him and how talented he is, and you know, the way that he knows how to do things and find people, and he's just really gifted in a lot of ways. So he wrote on, I think, every song and fully wrote some of them. And on this one that released today, he wrote the whole bridge, which is my favorite part of the song. And he also, I've done the bridge actually in worship, and he wrote the whole thing. And some of the verses, I think, I don't even know what all he wrote. It was a while ago, but he did write on this song, and he always does. He's really, really gifted. So I don't know, I don't want people to ever, and Manny doesn't want credit, he's not like a person that cares whatsoever about that, but I want him to, you know, always be recognized for what he does, and he's been a huge part of that. So check it out, I'll link it down below. But we have 3 singles out right now, and then the album will be out before long. I'm not going to give an exact time because, to be honest, I don't 100% know. We want it to not just be done quickly, but to be done well. You know what I mean? And that's kind of always my thing. Like, you can do some things fast, but will they be as good as they could have been? You know, so we're just kind of trying to do it well. And whenever that is when it is, you know, so. But it's going really fast. We're making some serious progress, so really happy about that. I'm drinking this watermelon juice. Pretty good. I don't really know how I feel about it. It's literally watermelon juice, like straight up. It is straight from the source. So basically, like I said, straight up. It is literally, where does it say what it is? I mean, I know what it said, but there's no added sugar. 70 calories. So the ingredients are watermelon flesh, filtered water, watermelon rind, and lemon juice. So yeah, it's straight watermelon, but it's actually really good. It literally tastes like the juice in a watermelon, and I love watermelon. It's odd to like be drinking a whole big thing of it, but it's actually really good. So I'm glad that it is, because I was afraid it would be kind of weird. So I'm gonna jump onto the eyes. I think I'm gonna do the brows first, because sometimes if the brows are not done, I just kind of look at the whole thing and I'm like, no, you know what I mean? Like, I need the brows to be done. Let me grab my brow gel. I need to get a new one. I really want to get the ColourPop brow gel. But we've gotten so many just nice messages about the new song. I love song release days because seriously, it is just so fun to, like, I don't know, we always ask, like, we have an Amazon Alexa, so we always ask her to play the song. And on Spotify, it takes her a couple days to, like, get to know the song. She always wants to play something from Guns N' Roses, but Amazon Music can play it right away. I don't know why Spotify takes a couple days, but anyways, we always ask her to play the song, and like, it's just so fun. I feel like I can say how much I like the songs because I'm not like the sole writer or doing all the stuff by any means, so I'm allowed to say that I love them. Just priming my eyes real quick, and then I'll set my primer with some face powder to go out there after this and edit this video for the morning. And also I want to find like a new TV show to talk about, to watch. We have several we're watching, but we're kind of like, I want one to like binge watch, you know what I mean? Like, we're caught up on all the shows we watch, so we just have to wait for new ones to come out. So going right in with this green palette and just gonna have some fun. I've actually used this palette a lot, so it's really pretty. Like, that's one of the greens. And then there's like darker ones. I mean, it's like so pigmented. That's barely even touching it. There's like a yellowy green, real pretty. Ignore my lips, I have foundation on them and that looks so gross, but. So, I watch Grey's Anatomy. I love Grey's Anatomy. I've been a Grey's fan for a lot of years, and everybody knows, you know, I always joke with my sisters. My sisters are both in the medical field. So that's what it's looking like. I always joke with them and my mom about how I went to medical school because I watched Grey's Anatomy, just to be annoying. So anyways, I love Grey's Anatomy, and if you watch Grey's Anatomy, you know, and this is going to be a spoiler if you've not watched the most recent episode, but anyway, it is about Alex Karev, and he quit the show. He quit the show, I think. And so it's about him and basically his write-off of the show, like how they wrote him off. And a lot of people are not happy with it. I watched it today. I always watch it after. Always have. I don't used to be because we had practice, but now it's just, I just typically watch shows we record it, so I watch them after. They wrote him off in a really wild way, and I never would have seen it coming. I honestly figured that he would just, like, you know, die. I honestly did, because that's pretty common theme, and so I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I think it was an amazing episode. I think they do really good at the episodes, and I don't know. I mean, I can't believe they came up with that. That's like, honestly, that would not be my first thought of what they would have done with him. But they did, and so we have to just move on. And again, I think it was a very well done episode. I think you just feel like you know these characters, and so when it comes down to it, it's like, wait, this can't be the way that it ends, you know? But it's okay. We're gonna get through it. And I know a lot of people were very upset, but I am upset that he's not gonna be on the show. You know, I thought he was great on the show, so I'm gonna be very upset that he's not gonna be on it anymore. But you'll have to let me know how you feel about the way they wrote him off. I know the way a lot of my friends on Facebook and everywhere feel, because a lot of them were not happy, and some people were saying they thought it was great. I was just reading other people's posts and things I hadn't posted, but reading other people's posts. So I don't know. I love a show that you can kind of dig into the storyline and really, you know, get something, feel like you're connected, you know what I mean? So that's just fun to me. But yes, I do watch Grey's Anatomy, and I did think it was a crazy episode. I'm curious to see what happens moving forward, like if Meredith is gonna go see Alex, you know. And I don't know, honestly, like, I know he was married to Joe, and like I felt really bad for her in this episode. Like, she's a tough girl, but I really felt bad for Meredith too. And I mean, I know Meredith wasn't married to him, but they were best friends, you know what I mean? And so I really feel like they have such a history, and like, what a crazy way to end. But I don't know, I didn't hate it. I thought it was like totally out of left field, but I didn't hate it either. So I don't know. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, how did you not hate it? It was horrible. And I mean, yes, but that's kind of why it's good at the same time, you know? Like, it was totally unexpected. I mean, honestly, like, to me, no storyline could ever be as devastating as Derek Shepherd and George O'Malley. Like, I mean, they could do anything at this point, and nothing beats that. Like, those were like personal, like, I don't know, attacks on me or something. That's how it felt. Like, that was very personal and very, like, Derek, when it was like he could have been saved, oh man, yeah, no, and that was rough. So anyway, and if you don't watch the show, you're probably watching this like, what in the world? But trust me, if you get involved in this show, there's no going back. You will stay involved in this show for the rest of your life, because it's just the way it is. So, and I think they're going on to like, what, season 18 or something insane. So anyway, that's how I felt about the episode. Another episode that was like heart-wrenching for me, speaking of Derek Shepherd and George O'Malley, is when Maggie's mom died. That was really heartbreaking for me too. I remember talking about that in a vlog way back. So yeah, let me know if you watch it, if you like it, if you liked the way they wrote Alex off the show. Honestly, I think Alex is one of those characters that there was no good way to write him off the show, because if they kill him, and I'm pretty sure it was like a situation where like he wasn't coming back, so they weren't going to be able to do, you know, you have to think about that, like, he probably didn't want to come back for an episode, you know what I mean, because he had quit the show and everything, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, it could have very easily just been a situation where they like had to come up with something, and if they'd killed him off, I think people would have been like even more upset, although I know some people said they would have preferred that. So I don't know, it was not what I expected, but I think they always do really good shows, and I was getting emotional when they were reading their letters. I did get emotional about that for sure. I really love this green palette. Like, it's just so easy to work with, if you can see. And then I'm gonna put something on the lid. I don't know what yet. There is this yellowy green color. I'm not sure if I want to go in with that. I think I might go in with that. Yeah, I think that was the move. Now again, you could literally do the most natural look with this palette But of course, this is what I did. So it's all about what you like. It's actually a really versatile palette because they give you like a brown and like an olive green, which is, you know, a little more what a lot of people would probably think is more wearable. And that really light color, you know, that I put on it first, that's a really wearable green. If you just wear that, it's really pretty. Okay, I am gonna wipe my lips off. Just wearing like pajama pants, it's always so funny because I always walk out and I've got like this full face of makeup on, and even when I don't film, like I'll just do it for fun. I love to do this. And it's like nighttime, like we're going nowhere. I just wear it for a little bit and take it off, and that's just what I do. This is my favorite lip liner right now. I just got it the other day, and it's amazing. So it's called BFF from ColourPop. I'm just gonna put it on. Another one I like is the Natural from NYX. They're both great for different things, but this is the creamiest lip liner ever. You can line, or literally you could fill in your lips totally with this, and it would work like a lipstick because it's so creamy. It's creamy, but it stays on like forever. I love what lip colors do for the look. So I'm gonna use the MAC Velvet Teddy. This is a small one. I got it for my birthday gift at Ulta? Yeah, Ulta. Which I love getting lipsticks because they last so long. Like, it's a really pretty color. So if you wanted this to be, and I've been loving this trick, if you wanted it to be like a little bit more nude, did this in the last one too, I think. I'm gonna put a little bit of this concealer on my finger. I'm gonna dab it in the center of my lips. Just gonna give like a nude, like ombre kind of effect, and it's really, really pretty. I love that. So it just kind of lightens up that color right there in the center. So I'm gonna put some lashes on and some highlight and come back. While my lash glue kind of gets tacky, I am gonna go in with a little bit of this brown liner on my waterline. I'm gonna wipe it off after this, but I just think it's gonna add like some dimension. I was gonna add a green liner, and I had one, but I think it might have dried out. I'm gonna go in with a small brush. I have to hurry because that lash glue gets tacky pretty quick, and go in with this brown shade in that palette. And if you set liner like on your waterline, if you set it with a shadow, it'll last way longer and it won't run off your waterline, or not as easily anyway. I'm gonna go in on the lash line and add a little bit of that brown color to the lash line. I'm not gonna do liner. This is a really good trick for if you want it to look natural. Well, more natural. This is obviously not a natural look, but if you were doing a natural look. I'm gonna pop these bad boys on. And when you let your glue get tacky, life is so much easier when you let your glue get tacky. That's the main thing with fake lashes. If it's not tacky, it ain't gonna worky. Oh, I wanted to get a quote for that, but it didn't work out. So now I am gonna go ahead and put some mascara on. Normally I actually do that both before I put the lashes on and after to blend them in. This is really just blending your real lashes into the false lashes. This is the highlight called Lunch Money from ColourPop. Again, I am raving about ColourPop. They have some of the best highlighters. I will honestly say that I think they have the best highlighters on the market. Like, I've tried a lot of highlighters. They're effortless highlighters. I love the way that they look with just a finger. I like the way they look with the brush too, but I generally apply them just with the finger. I think that's my favorite way. Yeah, so that's the look. I gotta go do something with this hair, and then we'll come back for our final our final result. Okay, so I didn't style my hair well, but it's as good as it's gonna get for right now. Let me see here. Put my earrings in too. Okay, so my hair is still kind of frizzy, but you can get the point. I kind of like flattened it down a little bit in the front. Didn't spend a whole lot of time not going anywhere, and I'll deal with that later. I have a lot of hair, but I did add this gloss. It is a Gel Shine Ultra Brilliant Gloss from Sephora. I believe this is like Sephora collection. Or just right, I don't know what it is. but it's just like a sample one. Looks like this. So yeah, this is the finished look. Yeah, I think again this nude lip would look good with like any look. And next week I think I'm gonna do like a foundation hack video, and then after that I think I definitely want to do like a regular just smoky eye with nude lip. I think that'll be good. Let me know if there's anything specific you want to see. Thanks for hanging out today. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you. See you next time. Bye.